Okay. What does it mean to be a missionary to you?
Alright guys, so my name is Willy Hernandez and I worked at camp for 4 years. And sadly I'm not working this year because I'm becoming a missionary. Now what a missionary means to me is it's someone to go out and preach the gospel. When Jesus came onto this earth, he met with a couple disciples, and one disciple his name was Peter. And when Peter was around, he told him to be fishers of men. And so what that means to me is that I'm going out into my town and I'm talking to kids and people about Christ and sharing them the good news.
And you mentioned that you do this in your hometown. So what's it like to be a missionary in your hometown?
Yeah, so what it's like being a missionary in my hometown. So most people think that missionaries have to go overseas to China or to Mexico, and some people become missionaries for a week. But what I'm doing right now is I'm being a missionary in my hometown. That's where I was born and raised, in the small town of LeGrand, and I love it just because God tells us to go out and to preach the gospel to all nations. And so I feel like I could be a missionary right here in LeGrand, where I could go to my backyard, where kids that I grown up with my friends from old classmates, and teach their kids about the gospel of Christ.
So then who can be a missionary and what can they do to do that?
So who could be a missionary? Honestly, anybody could be a missionary. There's one of my favorite verses in the Bible, and I think most of you guys know it. And if you look up on the steps of the A-frame, you can see it. It's John 3:16. It says that for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life. And see, if you know that verse, and if you share that verse to your classmates, to the kids on your soccer team or kids on your dance team, you could be a missionary. All you have to do is have a willing heart to share the gospel.
Do you have any encouragements for kids who may want to be a missionary either now or when they get older?
Yeah, so if you want to be a missionary, I say just go for it. You're not too young, you're not too old. Some people think like, well, what do I say? I don't have anything to say. It's just very simple. Like I said with John 3:16, if you know that one verse, you can share it. I work with a group called the Sparkies, and we do a simple missionary with our hand. And so if everybody has their right hand, you can do a simple thing like this. You can say the thumb is God loves me, and you point to me. The second finger is, you can say I have sinned. Jesus died for me. If I believe, I will go to heaven. And it's that simple. You don't have to come up with an amazing saying or amazing program. All you have to do is love Christ and be willing to talk about him. Alright kids, I hope you guys have a great week at camp and have fun.